Hey guys, this is T. I'm actually bringing you two sessions today as we reminisce on our favorite recordings so far. These are the first two recordings we did. The first one is actually the very first time we sat down in front of a mic in my makeshift bedroom and put something on, I would say on tape, but it's not really on tape. It's actually on a memory stick. But we recorded, took an idea, we jumped on it, and here we are just 5 months later. Almost 4,000 listens, and only because of you. And then in second, it's actually our second recording. Not much editing. Sound quality's kind of crappy. We even got Fortenberry remote, and sounds like he's talking on an old-timey phone. So we've come a long way since these recordings, but I think there's some things there that are funny and you guys will enjoy. And the reason this is my favorite, I think it's just seeing an idea come to fruition and then how far we've come in a short amount of time. So sit back, laugh, and enjoy to this raw footage.
A man rob a bank when I was 10. No, I didn't see the wrong kind of wish that I was in. I grew up, thought was living in my head. Figured the life that I was living, I'd be better off dead.
Welcome to the Patio. I'm T, and I'm here with my boy Gary, DW, and Fortenberry.
What's up?
And today we're going to come with you live from our first episode. And I got a topic today, guys, I want to talk about.
What's your topic? Lay it on us.
Customer service.
Customer service like a big box store?
Big box store.
Do they wear blue shirts?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Don't
Go
they
ahead.
all? Don't they all?
They all could. Go ahead.
A little bit of yellow sunshine.
Could be yellow sunshine.
No, there was no yellow sunshine here. It was only dark clouds and rain.
All right, lay it on us, Big T.
Okay, so this morning, I was at the big box store.
Who will remain nameless? Because they
Maybe
might be
or
a future sponsor, so we'll leave them nameless.
Yellow
Maybe
sunshine.
or maybe not with the blue vest. So, I'm going to the electronics section. You know, it's a huge section. It's a big Walmart, super Walmart. And I go back there and not a soul.
A
not one.
super box store. Let's keep it general.
Okay, a super box store. That's true.
What he's trying to tell you, sir, is you said Walmart.
A super general box store.
With some bricks.
With some bricks.
Owned by Sam
It
Walton.
All
might be
I
almost
know-
Sam Walton.
look.
Sam Walton might have started it.
All I know, they ain't worth a crap. So I'm in the electronics section. And I need to buy this little $17 thing. But guess what happens with the $17? It was locked up.
You didn't have a key?
Of course.
No one had a key, so there's no one there. So I decide I'm going to go and get the rest of my list.
What's on your list?
Bush lattes.
I love lattes. Everybody loves lattes.
So first I got the Bush lattes. Then I went over
Good man.
around the corner to the cheese section. I got the wife had already texted me she needed the queso cheese and the Colby Jack cheese.
I love both of them. Go ahead.
Did you get some minion cakes?
No, but I did get 3 extra long, really thin cucumbers.
Oh,
Those are from me. Just
No,
so
those are
everybody
for your
knows.
kids.
Those are my kids. Never mind, not me.
Oh.
Me and my kids like the same thing.
oh my gosh,
Yeah, but what do your
That
kids
went-
do with it versus what you do with it?
That's irrelevant.
that went south.
Okay, so we picked up the cucumbers. And I make my way back around to the electronics section. I'm rolling up the electronics. I was like, oh, okay, there's people in the electronics section. But then there's a lady there.
Like hot?
She was in a scooter.
Like a hot scooter?
Like a motorized.
There
or a
was
push?
not a hot scooter. Is there such thing as a hot scooter?
I mean, technically, if they can't get away from me, I come hot.
Okay, well, it was a lady in a scooter. She was probably like 30 years old.
Oh, well,
Nice.
Wheelhouse. Oh, shit, I spilled a beer.
Uh-oh, party foul. You're out. Kicked out of the podcast.
But anyway, I roll up in the electronics section, this lady. So she was in her scooter, and she looked at me like, what do you need? And I told her, well, I was waiting to get something on the light. And she goes, I have been sitting here forever. And this lady, at first I've rolled up, and she's on her phone. I'm like, she's texting somebody. But no, she wasn't. She was helping this other couple. And so then about that time, She didn't even give eye contact. She didn't acknowledge we were even there. Now, look, that's terrible customer service.
That is terrible customer service.
So,
Got to make eye contact.
you got to at least acknowledge your customer is sitting there,
Exactly.
right? So, then there's a little fella comes out from the back, and it was like, you would have thought it was an angel sent from heaven because we saw this glow. And this lady looked at me and goes, "You think he can help us?" She had a really deep voice. You know,
Smoker.
She's a smoker. She smoked a lot. You get that.
Like the sexy smoker, or like
No, there was nothing sexy
Okay.
about the lady in the.
I'm trying to get a full picture of what we got.
But we
Hey,
know that your
just-
view of sexy is warped, but this one didn't meet that qualification.
Just keep cleaning the beer off
just
your shirt.
hold up. If anybody listening wants to know, I got the beer cleaned up.
All right, good job.
Good job, Forkberry. So, the lady in the scooter, she looks at me and she goes, "You think he can help us?" I said, "Maybe." So next thing you know, she hollers, "Hey, sir." And he kept walking. Now, look, this fella looked totally different than the lady that was texting. And she said, she spoke louder this time. "Hey, you, fella." And he turned and he walked over and goes, "Can I help you?" And she goes, "Well, me and this guy need something from that counter over there." And I'm like, "No, I need something from another counter." But it didn't matter because I wasn't going to go against the lady
No.
in the scooter.
Yep.
All right, so the guy says, "Well, I don't have any keys." And I think that she would have driven that scooter over his foot if he didn't find some damn keys. But he did. He said, "I'll get the keys." So he got the keys, and he went and got what we needed. But the moral of the story is customer service is terrible,
It's atrocious.
atrocious, especially here in
The Mid-South?
the Delta.
The Delta. Oh, yeah, we're horrible here.
So,
I mean-
let's turn it on a positive. Let's talk about some good customer service.
Is there such a
We got
Is it-
we got our buddy Marty McCormick. He's got on a blue shirt, tattoo on his left arm, American flags, freedom fighting.
That's
shorts.
impressive, but they can't sing.
But he doesn't work
Jamie-
at Walmart.
but-
He doesn't
no,
work
hold
at the
on.
big box store.
Jamie just spilt his beer, which is a strawberry something,
Yeah, my
all
latte.
over the place.
I'm out of lattes,
Which doesn't
though.
say a lot for Jamie. Guess who helped him clean it up and gave him some customer service?
No,
Marty Mark.
in
Marty
fairness,
Mark.
Let's
in
hear
fairness,
it. Let's hear it from Marty.
Good job, Marty.
Number one, Marty.
that's laughing. But anyway,
Oh,
for
it
Marty,
should've been applause.
Marty Marr's defense, he held my mic and headphones.
And poured you some more strawberry wine.
No, shit, no.
Strawberry wine.
That's
I
what he
mean,
did.
Strawberry wine.
it's
Bush
ter-
like okay.
okay. Let's get on. Okay, you know we've talked about an unnamed box store that has blue shirts and white or yellow
With
suns.
terrible service.
Let's get on to something else.
Hold on.
What?
Before
What?
we move on to there, I got something to say. Do
Okay,
you think
Gary.
the service has dropped because of self-checkout?
No, I think the service has dropped because of customer service. Period. We don't hold. No. I see your looks. We don't hold people accountable as a worker.
So I agree with Fort Berry.
Okay.
So the problem is
So I'm
not
right.
the customer service. The problem is our expectations of customer service. is
We
false.
expect it to be normal.
We expect them
How
to
come-
provide service.
How come I can go 4 hours from our current location and get excellent customer service?
Because that's the expectation. We don't look. Who goes to Walmart and expects anything different than what I said today?
I expect to go to Walmart and then check out, and then get patted down as I walk out the door.
Because you stole something.
I expect to do that
I did.
because I enjoy the pat down.
Okay.
Jamie does
So look,
enjoy the pat
I
down.
avoid the big Walmart at all costs. I go to the little Walmart if I can keep from going to the big Walmart. If I need to go to the big Walmart, I know it's bad service, so I usually go to. I'm in South Haven with my kid a lot, so I go to Target.
I get your point, but as a firm believer, size doesn't matter.
Excuse me, Donnie. It's Target.
Target, yeah.
Okay.
But I go there typically. I could care less about the whole bathroom ordeal. I just want to be able to get my stuff, get in,
Bathroom
get out.
ordeal.
I don't really. Care.
Where they used to let people with the wieners go in the girls' bathrooms. That ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I shouldn't say that word. It's called, pardon me. I don't care because if I'm not going to the bathroom with you, it makes me no difference. I'd rather have better customer service than what bathroom people are going to.
Which bathroom do you go, Gary?
I go to
The
Fort Berry goes to the open one.
Exactly.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Praise that. I'm thinking Jesus' terms right in the tomb. Whatever.
Huh? What?
I'm speaking the word. I go to the open bathroom.
You're speaking in beer tongues, fool.
I'm speaking tongues.
In the beer tongues.
Look, just so people know, I am currently drinking. What is that? Angry Orchard hard fruit cider strawberry. It is not delicious. It was. I couldn't get to my lattes before we started this podcast, so this is what I have.
All right.
I'm drinking a fruit salad.
That's impressive, Jamie.
As Marty Marr just pointed out, I have a fruit salad in my hand.
That's impressive, Jamie, reading from your beer. We got to let the listeners know how reading impaired you are. So
Today's episode.
you probably can't even see the color on that beer.
Brought to you
What color is that beer, Jamie?
Non-delicious.
Jamie's colorblind.
He's colorblind, everybody.
He also
Today's
has,
episode brought to you by non-delicious beer.
We are going south quick.
He also has the deepest belly button in the room.
No,
I bet I
mine's
don't.
much deeper.
I bet I don't.
All right.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
Actually, mine might be deep.
Actually, it may be.
Terry, for a big man, you may have the tiniest belly button I've ever.
Welcome to the patio.
I saw a man rob a bank when I was 10. No, I didn't see the wrong kind.
Today we're going to talk about things that make us go,
Nice.
things that make us go, What makes you go, Fortenberry?
Well, I tell you what, I got something that hits me right at home. Teacher shortage.
Teacher shortage.
Teacher shortage. So, now, obviously I live in Arkansas, so Florida doesn't really affect me. But the nationwide teacher shortage is getting bad. Florida has begun to allow veterans without degrees to become teachers and fast track them to get their degree.
So what does that look like, Fortenberry?
Well, I'm all for supporting vets, but as someone who's married to a teacher, it's not just a job. It's you have to train. It takes time to become a good teacher.
If you want to take my take on it, is you start paying teachers more, you'll get more people who want to be teachers.
So you think it's about pay?
I think it's 100% about pay.
Absolutely, it's about pay. As I was driving through Little Rock just the other day, there was a billboard in Little Rock advertising Dallas teachers starting at $60,000 a year, topping out at $120,000.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Right now, inflation's at an all-time high, right? So the cost of gas, 65% in the last year. So let's say we gave the teachers a $10,000 raise tomorrow, right? What happens 5 years from now?
Doesn't everybody generally get a raise every so often? Watch the teachers be capped at every 10 years.
So teachers do not get a raise each year?
No, once they cap out, they're capped.
And what is cap? How high is
Well,
cap?
it depends on your district. Smaller districts, we can make in the mid-30s.
What if, instead of just giving every teacher a raise, they develop a systemic method of always allowing teachers to advance and get a raise? What if, instead of simply giving, because here's the other problem. A teacher that's been in the profession for 15 years shouldn't be making the same thing a teacher that came out of school making.
Correct.
It's set up. Teachers give every year a teacher, and I might be wrong this. This is what I've picked up from conversations with my wife. But annually, teachers, they grow in their salary by the years they've taught until they cap, which is really only about 10 to 15 years in. So a teacher at 30 years might make the same as a teacher at 15 years.
So at what point can that teacher retire, and what is the retirement rate? Do you have any idea?
I want to say they can retire at 27, But I believe currently the retirement rate is extremely high because the way school systems are going, teachers are bailing out. Even ones that can't retire are leaving.
Now, here's the interesting thing about Arkansas.
All right, let me butt in. So by rate, I mean, what's the actual retirement rate? So are they getting 80% of their salary? Or are they getting 60% of their highest 3 years, for example?
That I don't know. I'm unsure. I just know I need my wife to work as long as she can.
Now, here's the great thing about teacher retirement. There's such a shortage of teachers. Teachers can retire from the state of Arkansas and make fairly close, I think, to what they originally were making. And they can go teach in another state while drawing that retirement. Or some districts are so hard up, they allow them to teach in the same district.
So another perk to being a public servant or being in a teaching career is that you have all your student loans paid for after so many years of consecutive payments, right? So my wife, yes. I don't know if it applies.
It depends where you teach.
Okay, so my wife, which she works for a state college, but her student loans are paid for now because she's done 10 years of consecutive service and made 10 years of payments at whatever rate the state decides or the loan company decides you have to pay it back. But they're completely paid in full, which she owes far more than what we paid, right, for college funding.
So you got loan forgiveness. Uncle Joe's loan forgiveness in action.
And I'm not mad about it. He's a hippie. So what if you gave... I don't have a clue on what the going rate is, but say it's 60% now. What if you gave teachers 80% to stick around for 5 more years to reach their retirement point, and now they're getting 80% of their retirement pay instead of 60%? That may get solid teachers who have been around for a long time to stick around for a few more years and finish out their careers long enough to buy time to get over the COVID bull crap that happened.
I'm gonna interrupt for a second. Okay, this was a great topic to start with because we all don't know shit about teacher salary. Jamie probably knows more than anybody, but I don't think we know enough to really have a good conversation.
Well, I want to throw something out there while we're on this good conversation, just because that's what we're doing is talking about it.
Yep.
So this is, I think, one of the things that they can do to improve it is allow districts to incentivize teachers to be there. For example, y'all know my wife just left her previous district. Well, she found out today that for the last 2 years, she had the highest scoring students in the entire district for 2 years in a row, which is great. That speaks volumes about the way my wife teaches. But wouldn't it have been nice for her superintendent to be able to come to you and say, look, we can't afford to lose you. What if we up your salary to this? But that's not an option that's given to administration.
Do we know that for certain?
Yes, that's a fact. You can't go in and say, well, we're going to give you a $10,000 raise because you're such a good teacher.
So on Terry's response about like this, just kind of this is a tough topic because we don't know a lot about it.
I agree.
So it took me a solid like 4 or 5 minutes of saying nothing to sit here and formulate something to say.
Right. This is a good topic because we know it's nothing we've been talking about.
And nothing's wrong with that. Like, because it gives you a thought that you can formulate an honest opinion, or you can think about things that actually may help. But then again, they may already be in place. Like, we don't really know enough about it to
we didn't know a whole lot about that topic. And we don't have a whole lot of opinions on that topic because it's not.
I think everyone agrees teachers should be paid more.
Yeah, I think it's still about supply and demand. You guys are about talking about keeping teachers and retirement and stuff like that. It's the fact that you're not getting enough people coming in to start with.
I tell you what.
It doesn't matter. You can have somebody 99 years old still teaching. You don't have enough people coming in.
The state of Arkansas, the entire state of Arkansas, all the schools in Arkansas, meaning University of Arkansas, Arkansas State, whoever, there was only 19 teachers that graduated out of the teacher program this year.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Well, but isn't that true in almost every profession? I tell you another interesting thing that this is kind of related but unrelated. Okay. the highest wages in the state of Arkansas. Guess where they were from this past year?
Where they
Oh, we're
work,
talking about.
work from?
What part
I
of the
would just
state?
say,
What
I-
county in
I'm-
the state had the highest average weekly wage?
Repeat the question, T. I'm
In
sorry.
the state of Arkansas, which county recorded the highest average weekly raise of all other counties?
I'd probably say somewhere near Fayetteville.
That would have been my guess, but you would have been wrong.
Oh, I would say Crittenden County. I mean, I'm sorry, Craighead.
Nope. Mississippi County.
Farmers.
No, Steel Mill. That's Osceola,
Oh,
Bible,
you're right. Still Mill.
Rivercrest. They were number one as far as a weekly salary in the
Really?
state of Arkansas. I'm sure teachers didn't move that bar,
Nope.
and the school districts there are not very good in Mississippi County.
Well, I personally think teachers should be paid enough where their husbands don't have to work.
I'm with you there.
All right. What about college professors? Like, that means I
Yeah,
wouldn't have to work and like I could do
I
all
thought-
kinds of fun stuff, right?
I thought college professors made like 6 figures easy.
No, I wish.
It just goes back to people value entertainment more than actually teaching kids. You know, all the money is going to sports. Now they're bringing in more money.
Yeah,
They're
that's
going to
even in
building
high school.
bigger gyms.
Hey, something else I'm going to make a comment about. We really need mic stands. Gary cannot keep that damn mic still.
Damn it.
It keeps sounding wong, 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 like going in and out.
I'm going to stick it on
Yeah,
my belly
so
button.
this mic stand really does help.
So to
Does.
build on Gary's point, Jamie, here's a really good point to make. So Marion, Herbert Carter. Well, I don't know where Charlie teaches now. Where's Charlie teach now?
Junior high?
She's the high school.
High school.
Okay. So Herbert Carter, I don't know if they gave their
That's the
teachers
brother
a
of Herbert
raise
Carver.
this year, but they also built a brand new parking lot and a brand new gym for what is Herbert Carter? Herbert Carter's like 4 through.
No, it's K
6th
through
grade.
6. K through
Okay.
6.
That's bad because my kid's there and I can't remember. K through 6. So K through 6 grade.
One of 3. One of 3.
Do they really need a brand new gym,
So
or do the teachers need a raise?
okay, so the gym was
Well,
to
that
keep
money's
them
for
from
different
walking
pots.
across the street. So I can understand it. But no, they didn't need a new gym. Actually, I love the old gym.
Well, they have a
But,
Marion
that
police
money
officer.
comes from different. That money comes from different pots. So that's the problem.
Well,
does.
they
Well,
needed.
well, it's a different pot, quotation hands, but it's the same pot technically, right? So they do have a Marion officer that they pay, or a former Marion officer.
Retired.
So they have a police officer that's still certified by the state of Arkansas who works there and is required to be there so many hours a day. So in his requirements, he can help those kids cross the street
He
every
does.
single day safely. And yes, he does do a great job of that.
Mm-hmm.
So them having to cross the street's a pretty lousy excuse when they have a completely adequate gym that they can use for anything physical that they want to do, right?
Oh, come on, Doc. We can't expect these precious babies to go to a gym without air conditioning.
Well, they had to put up a parking lot because there's a
I'm
song
gonna-
about putting.
I'm
up
gonna
a
point
parking
something
lot,
out.
so there's
I didn't
that.
have a gym. I didn't have air conditioning in any gym I ever played in.
I didn't have an air conditioner in any school I ever went to.
Counting crows, Donnie. Counting
Counting
crows.
I'm old. All right, let's switch topics to something.
Yeah,
Maybe we can get
switch
some
topics.
banner going. All right, who wants to pick a topic?
But let's start another topic. Let's start.
There was some dude in Hawaii who got his hand chopped off by one of the swords out of the thing.
They got a hand job by a sword. What do you say?
Hand chopped off by a sword from the counter. You know at gas stations they have like the swords and knives and whatnot.
Look,
Back in West
I don't-
Memphis
I
the other day, I
don't-
saw a
I
bunch of
don't know what
knives
kind
in
of
a
wire-
little display case you can buy.
What
Scott.
what gas stations are you
I don't
going
know
to?
what kind of white trash gas station you go to,
It
but
was-
mine don't have swords.
It was on a news media site that some dude in Hawaii got his hand chopped off by a sword, like a ninja sword, while he was visiting the gas station by an employee.
Not to be confused with a samurai sword, but
How
a
heavy?
ninja sword.
It may have been a samurai sword.
How
but I think
heavy?
ninja swords are cooler though.
or sharp.
What's
is
it,
this?
how was it? How we don't want a broadsword?
It could have been a katana. I don't know. I just read it. You know.
I used to go to school with a girl named Katana.
Me too.
I bet you did other things with a girl named Katana.
All right. So this brings me to a police story that I know probably has nothing to do with our podcast, but I'm gonna tell
No,
it.
actually, I want us to practice telling stories.
Yeah,
so
so
this
you got
is
to tell
good.
stories.
I'm gonna tell it before I leave for my exit to hopefully go snuggle up next to my hot wife.
You want us to call her? We could call her and include her in this conversation.
No,
Let's
Try to
call her.
convince her.
Should've-
I bet
no.
we could convince her
You ought
to
do-
share the
you ought to do
love.
audio
You think so?
when you get
Hey,
home.
I'm
That way
trying.
you know what
I mean,
Can we podcast the relations? That's all I need to know.
I'm trying to do a sneak attack.
Don,
Trying
carry
to
the mic with
sneak
you,
attack.
or just record on your phone, and we'll
She'll
play
never
it back
know.
next
She'll never
week,
know what hit her.
and we'll critique your technique. Yeah,
All right.
hey guys, let's do.
It'll
Let's
be an
critique your technique.
It'll be an
Don.
instructional
All right,
podcast.
so look.
Because Gary's
So-
technique is just roll it out.
Gary will
Whitney,
say,
get
"Where's
that
the
away
rest
from
of
me."
it?"
So I only have a few more minutes, but one time,
Why'd you get all sexy when you start talking about
He's touching his titty and everything.
He's like laid up on the bed.
Well,
Here, Jamie, you can see. I'm going to put it up so you can see. He's laid up
All right.
here on the bed.
Hey James E, come over here, Jamie. Jamie, come over here. I'll rub your back.
Yeah, it is. Mr. Terry's back rub.
What you got? Hey, you got a pregnancy test? What you rolling, a blunt?
What in the hell is a cigarette holder or something?
I think Jamie's rolling a
He's
blunt.
taking Charlie's butt.
I think Jamie's rolling a blunt and a Marlboro light wrapper.
I think that's a tampon
It's part of
inserter.
Charlie. One of the things for Charlie's crickets, but I found a cigarette where her dog.
All right, so look, I'm gonna tell my story.
That
real
does
quick.
look like a tampon.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was a cop one time, we got this call, and and these people said, "Hey, this guy busted a front window out of a house, and now he's stealing all their stuff." All right, cool. Guy breaking in the house, right? So we roll up, we get this guy, we start to arrest him. Well, come to find out, his ID has that address. It's his house. He has a 3-pane window, right? Like think about 3 regular windows, about 6x3 for each window. And he has knocked every one of them out of the front of this house in the living room, right?
Was he on the inside or outside?
Oh, he's on the outside now.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I said, man, why'd you knock all the windows out of your own house? He said, well, it's easier to move the furniture out of the windows than it is the door. So I said, well, hot damn, that's a pretty good idea. But, you know, I don't understand why you did it. So, but this is your house. You're not doing anything wrong. He just acted aggravated. There was nothing to, like, arrest him or go further. It's his property. If he wants to destroy it, he can destroy it. So he had the truck backed in his yard, and he was moving the furniture out of the windows that he busted out, him and his friend. So about 5 hours pass. We get another call. Head back over there, and this man, they say he's raising a ruckus, cussing, shooting, throwing stuff all over his
Same man?
yard. Same man. So we go back over there, pull up in the driveway, Playboy magazines scattered everywhere. We walk further into the yard. I kid you not, since we were talking about like wizard knives and gas station knives, there were 60 plus knives stuck in the ground, like you would throw them like you did a butter knife when you were a kid into the ground, right? So all these knives, Playboy scattered around. Seriously, Mountain Dew cans, a couple cases of Mountain Dew scattered around the yard. So we start trying to find this guy because he has a van, old conversion van, no seats in it.
Hold on. Was it down by the river?
No, it wasn't down by
Okay.
the river. But he had tons of furniture stuffed in the van. Back door is still open. We go inside, start looking for this guy. Well, we find him. He's passed out with a needle in his arm. Passed
Hell
out.
yeah!
He's on meth. So this dude done got high as a kite, knocked all his windows out, loaded all his furniture into a van, stuck all his wizard knives into the dirt, scattered all his Playboys all about, passed out on the bed. So what do you think we did?
Took him to jail.
Got his Playboys.
Well, we took him to jail for the drugs, but for nothing else.
Did he sell the furniture? Did he trade it for drugs?
Hey, come to find out, he wasn't even moving. He just got high. And when we got there the first time, he was right in the first stages of getting high.
So
just
he didn't even know
decided-
what he was doing.
Him and his buddy got high and just decided they were just going to knock the windows out and start taking stuff away. He was tired of living there.
Well, I know. I can understand the knives if you had like a mole problem. I can go with that.
I can't understand any of that, but that must be a hell of a drug.
Man, look, I I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in an era where we go to flea market by throwing stars. So,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's good
Or
stuff.
the Rambo knife with
So look.
the compass in the end of it.
I'm telling you, you can go to any
Yeah.
gas station now and get that. I'm telling you.
I'm seriously
seen 'em.
about to leave, but the other night I honestly had a dream about Jamie where I went to play cards at his little one-bedroom apartment. I don't know why he was there, but he did open up a gigantic bowl full of meth, and I left. And all I remember before I woke up is me running from Jamie and him chasing me because he was trying to take me out because I discovered he was on methamphetamines. That's an honest dream. I had that about 4 nights ago.
I should talk about narwhals. Okay, I was watching Shark Week the other day.
Is it this week?
Yeah, Shark Week is this week.
Yeah,
I've
we
been
watched
traveling
it.
all damn week.
It's been Shark Week. But I saw a video of a narwhal. Okay,
Uh-huh.
what you knowing all the useless information you do. What's the purpose of the narwhal's unicorn-like horn? Now I do know it's a tooth. It's an overgrown tooth, is what it is. But what
I believe I know that.
evolution, takes on the survival of the fittest. There's a reason why that tooth is there like it is.
It is a sexual appendage.
Nah.
It's probably like an elephant. Like
Look,
it's a
y'all
symbol.
y'all almost bought that, didn't you?
I don't know.
I think I know. You
Go
don't
for it.
know?
I don't know.
I thought you knew the answer. That's why you're asking the
I
question.
asked Jamie then. Jamie knows this stuff.
I believe the narwhal uses it to break ice.
I like that.
Because they are really far north.
So maybe it's an antenna for echo communication.
Maybe they're picking up the life from the
Or-
Patio
or-
podcast.
Hear me out.
It's an antenna.
Maybe unicorns really existed, and they're a predecessor unicorn that never. So I guess we're done for the day. But hey, that was a good.
am, man.
That was fun.
I got to get to the house.
All right. Thanks for listening to Life from the Patio.
Change me for my final ride. Oh, walk me to the riverside. And lead me while my mother cries.
Be sure to go hit the like button. Let us know how you feel. Give us 5 stars.
Take my picture down from the courthouse wall. I'm living in the clouds and I ain't gonna fall. Somebody done say this outlaw.
There are parts of that.
Oh, there are parts of that.
There are parts of that don't